Whoa.
Warm up.
Man.
Ooh.
That almost tastes like barbecue.
Burning.
Right? There's like
A meat. It's a meat flavor in that mother.
Hairs on my chest were like doink, 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 doink. Yep.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Drinking While Interviewing. I'm your host, Taylor D. Adams, and I'm here with two very special guests at Vibe House 405 in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Please welcome Kaze and Bishop Omega. Bishop's a veteran.
I am a vet.
If he looks familiar,
So
he's been on the show before.
Yes, I have.
So that means you were drunk.
Yes.
This is your second
It's
lap
his second DWI.
on a show called Drinking While Interviewing, and you already been on twice,
I've
and this is
been
my
on
first
twice.
time.
This is your first time.
Say no more.
Today we are drinking Uncle Nearest 1856 Premium Whiskey, 100 proof. The smoothest whiskey in Tennessee.
Ooh, Unc Nearest.
Ooh.
Oh, Unc Nearest.
Nearest.
What do we think of this? What do we think of this?
Unc Nearest.
All right.
Ooh.
Yep. Charcoal. It's like a barbecue in your mouth.
Yes, that's exactly what that is.
Unc Nearest.
Like that smoked pork butt. You got
Yeah.
that big char piece.
Yeah, that char piece.
Has.
That's what it tastes like. It's like hickory. Am I tasting hickory in this?
Sure.
Yeah.
Is that hickory?
That's
that
hickory. That's hickory. That's like mesquite barbecue chips.
Yeah.
I get the same aftertaste I get when I hit moonshine. I ain't gonna lie. I get a little bit of like a hard, like it's a little bit of like
It's a myrrh.
yeah.
They'll go down easy and grab your uvula on the way down.
Well, these guys are the hosts of a Facebook Live show called Intelligently Ratchet.
Yes.
Phenomenal show. You guys have just ended your second season, going on your third.
Right.
So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Second of all, I thought it only fitting because it's Intelligently Ratchet that we're sampling these out of the specimen cups. It's like the lowest class thing I could
Little
find.
taste for your face.
I'm flattered by the ratchetness,
By the ratchetness,
the level of disrespect.
Of a specimen cup.
Not even a red cup, like a
This is-
swish
this-
cup.
this is-
Elementary school
I
swish
thought
cup.
about it. I was like, solo cup, and I was like, no, first of all, you
Yeah.
can't see the whiskey. Second of
Right.
all, no, it's like, I need to go below frat party.
Hey,
Right.
I need
Thank
to
you.
You
Thanks,
can't even
sir.
play beer
Thank you,
pong
man.
with these.
Thank you. That's only for Intelligently
This
Ratchet
isn't-
is that a compliment.
Yeah, this is a shot glass for shots that you don't want to drink.
Obviously, you just mentioned 2 seasons of Intelligently Ratchet.
Right.
Fairly long seasons, too.
Yeah.
First, did it feel long as you were doing them? And also, since you did it for so long, did you start to notice kind of changes in the culture you were trying to promote at all?
Yeah, I think that, the success at the same, what we worked on was something that was an idea from the very beginning. It's something that we tried, and when sometimes things work, the problems that come with things being successful is, how do I outdo what I just did? How do I make better something that people are interacting with on a level that we're still in the process in real time of trying to evaluate how to make things better ourselves, as the success is coming. I think that what we've always tried to do is keep the show true to its very beginning, the interacting with people, the real talk, the real conversations, the candidness, the things that are intelligent and that are ratchet that we both bring together.
It was a marathon, but I'm always excited. So what I'm saying, that it doesn't, like, I'm not doing anything else. What else I'm gonna do? I'm rocking the Intelligently Ratchet.
Right.
So it's like the first day of school every time coming on. But it's because I look at, I pay attention to like the new viewers. This is we got our Ratcheteers. Like yourself. The loyal guys that will watch the show, that will pop in if it's just for 15 minutes, pop in. Hey, I'm looking at you guys. What's going on, guys? I got some other stuff to do. I'm coming back, and they'll watch the show later. And we appreciate those repeat views.
It's been a grassroots movement.
Right.
The people that have been, the foundational day one supporters of our show have been our friends, family, people like yourself that we know, in real life that just come checking us out on Facebook. And from that network and from each guest that we have on, them sharing their social network with us is what's expanded. It has happened very organically. It's been, us being exposed to your fan base, whoever's a guest on being exposed to that. But I think we want to get back to making sure those conversations stay intact.
I mean, it definitely feels like you guys have something going on where it literally is a conversation you're having in your living room.
Yeah.
You're just including the world in a sense inside your conversation.
You know, I want the show to remain of service, like the way that.
The goal's not for personal.
Yeah, we got enough
message.
other stuff going on for that. This is fun. This is where we, you know, the interaction is fun, and I think that when I think about shows that serve the people that remain that way, like The Daily Show, you know, Bill Maher on A Good Day, you know, a lot of the shows that I know that they find a way to be funny and still be informative, you know, what Steve Colbert does, you know, people like that, where it's like funny as shit, funny, you know what I mean, really funny stuff, but authentically on target with the viewpoint and the news and the facts too.
And it's good. It's just good conversations. Like I think what a lot of people do, we miss a bunch in just good common sense thinking, because there's so many experts on this and this research and this statistics and all that stuff, and it's like really at the base level doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to you. You know, it's like you can have all the numbers in the world. You could be as right as you want to. You could have a million years of research, but if it doesn't make any sense, then it just doesn't, you know. And I think what we are able to do is we're able to bring all that stuff that you might miss on the news. We bring it into a barbershop talk type of conversation where it's very palatable for the audience.
You guys are obviously, you're the host of the show. You do other hosting engagements as well. Are there other people you look to, either mentor wise or just that you know, or just people out in the world that are hosts or reporters or anything that you kind of model your own hosting behavior after?
I'll take this.
Can I get some more of that Uncle Nearest stuff?
I'll take this question, and I'm gonna take it like I want to quote
Uncle Nearest,
Uncle
and
Nearest.
dearest to you.
I want to take a quote from a scholar,
Oh
Rocket
shit!
the Raccoon.
Rocket Ishmael.
Rocket the Raccoon. He said, "There's nothing like me but me," and that's what I'm gonna. That's how I'm gonna answer that question. There's nothing like intelligence. We don't need no mentors. We were born for this. Now I'm just playing.
You know,
Oprah, like, you know what I'm saying? If it was two of her.
Well,
if it was two Oprahs, then that would be intelligently we did.
I mean, I think there's a little bit of Breakfast Club in what we do. I think there's a little bit of Daily Show in what we do. But I think and a little bit of Jesus and Mero, of course, that's going to be a comparison, two brothers going back and forth. But I think what we're able to do that a lot of those shows aren't able to do is we got a little bit of NPR in what we do. Right. And I think that, you know, in the factual combos that we had, that we sat down with Steve Schul, became mayor. We sat down with Farad.
Right.
People that hadn't heard either one of them talk could now kind of maybe evaluate who they wanted to vote for based on what they saw on our show. We had Representative Marsha Mori on talking about how the polls are being gerrymandered. I mean, how the districts are being gerrymandered. Sure. You know, we had during the Kaepernick, at the height of that situation, we had, you know, John, come on, you know, who was a Marine, who was an African American, talking about I fight for the right for these players to take a knee. So it's just like to have those type of combos. A lot of the other shows are just gonna be straight jokes with it and how it's funny. But then we actually had come around to that conversation. It's like, nah, let's unpack it. Is there a type of solution here? Is there some type of resolution? Is there some type of like food for thought?
Sometimes I just gotta agree with it. If it sounds right, then. But then I have to look at the other side of the coin too, because like Kaze's he's gonna give that information first, so his is always on the truth side. You know what I mean? And even if I agree with it 100% or not, if it's an inkling of another way of thinking about it, I'm like, what do we think about this part? You know what I mean? Like, I think we were talking about like the kids when we had a hot button talk about the kids shooting and teachers having handguns and stuff like that.
I definitely had a moment with that. Because that touched my, you know, that was close to my heart.
And like I said, you know what I'm saying, as a father too, you know what I mean? But I had to say, okay, let me look at this on the other side. Right. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it gives that because it gives a voice to the people that may think in that.
Well, because a lot of the newscasters are going to give political rhetoric about how they feel about gun control and school shootings. Me and my own Facebook show, sitting on my couch, knowing that my 6-year-old just had his first active shooter drill a week or two before we have that conversation, I'm going to talk about it real and authentically and how I feel like, you know, about the situation, because I'm like, whether you're a gun control person or not, do something to help these kids. They're helpless. they're sitting in class getting mowed down, and then you're talking about taking your guns away, and then nobody's protect the kids. Even if you're gonna keep your war guns, do something to protect the kids. And I just kind of went off on that, and that's the type of things we're allowed to do on our show that I don't know that I could go on NBC or MSNBC or CNN and talk the way that I did, passionately about it. And I feel like people needed to hear me talk like that. Right. We were blessed to go on The State of Things with Frank Stasio on NPR, and one of the questions that Bishop asked him was like, where do you go when you want to get your opinion on, from an African American, from a black person, if you want that honest viewpoint opinion, where do you go for your source? Yep. And he was like, you know what, that's a very good question. And I don't know that I have and he realized, I think in that moment, and I think a lot of people, it's like, where do I get my authentic opinion from how black people feel about things pertaining to black people? Right. Because we're oftentimes told how we feel, or you're given our reaction by somebody else that's third party to it.
And that's with anybody. It's like if you want to know how homosexuals, or you know what I'm saying, or the LBG, I'm been drinking too much. Give me the letter. All the
LGBTQ.
Q. There we go. I didn't want to mess it up because I've been drinking.
I feel
Uncle
like
Richards. But yeah, and plus I'm a little and plus I'm a little.
You're right on that line. I'm on that line. Don't worry, you haven't crossed it yet, but you're right there.
Well, I'm right there. I'm catching the line.
Toes on it.
But you have to go there. You know what I'm saying? If I want to know what white people think, I go to Sailor. You know what I'm saying? Hey, white person.
I represent all white people.
You represent every white person.
The views of all.
The views of all white people.
I've never been to the land of Caucasian.
Right.
But
where's this beautiful land of Caucasian?
Picture there's a scale. It's an intelligent to ratchet scale.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna give you some topics. I want to get kind of your quick fire answer on where they fall on this scale. Flat Earth truthers.
Intelligent. I'm going intelligent with that.
I am going ratchet with that one. I am going ratchet as hell with that one.
Face tattoos.
Ratchet.
Man, full ratchet.
Full on.
But
full on.
Well, I'm gonna say this. No, that.
No. Face tattoo, a face tattoo can work if you are a tattoo artist and you are in the tattoo world, or if you already have an established career. It's ratchet when you're 20 and you don't know what the you're gonna do in life, and you're just like, then you're gonna be a reverend, and you gotta.
You're gonna be 60 years old looking like a coloring book.
Exactly.
Dogs that can fit into purses.
Ratchet.
That's just bougie. Is there bougie? Is there bougie?
Dogs though. We both got.
Yeah,
dogs,
but it's like.
It's from my women.
Dogs that fit in purses. I feel like that's just like a high class ratchet.
Right.
It's high class ratchet.
And where does the poop go?
The dog in your purse.
Right.
LeBron to the Lakers.
Hey, intelligent as hell. Intelligent as hell. What's up? I'm a Laker fan.
Yeah.
I'm a true Laker fan. Back in the day, Laker fan. Okay, like
he rocked with the Lakers when they were terrible.
Well, no, I did. Even when we sucked.
Yep.
I just kept my head down and took my beatings. But I think that this trade is going to go well in the sense that we're building something that ain't built yet, but I just like him in LA. I like him on my favorite team. It allows me to root for him and my favorite team.
It's on the line for me. I mean, I see the business behind it. I see what LeBron's trying to do. I'm just mad because the Sixers had a choice to try to go snatch him up, and I think that my Philadelphia 76ers, our young bloods, will be a lot better than the ones he's about to play with out in LA.
Bishop, Kaze, Uncle Nearest.
Yeah, man, Uncle Nearest.
Thank you guys so much for being on this episode of Drinking While Interviewing.
Thank you.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Real quick before we go, tell the people about season 3.
Season 3 of Intelligently Ratchet. Back Facebook Live. We're also going to be going YouTube Live this year for those, because Facebook's a little, for anybody that's the morality of Facebook has now reached its zenith for you.
Right.
We're going to allow you to not have to touch that. You can watch us on YouTube Live as well, September the 5th.
So
make sure you guys check the show out. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of the Uncle Nearest Has Gotten to Me.
Uncle Nearest!
We'll see you guys next time.
GWIs!
Cheers!
Everyone.
Uncle Nearest!
It's like drinking a barbecue. That's what it's like.